Alright, so
Brace treaty, please.
let's go into game one of this best of 3. What is oh, I didn't put minimize device, that's my bad, but I'm gonna fix in 10 seconds. So
what a great
fine.
cast I have here next to me.
So let's have minimize UI and fixed. Alright.
Okay, so we have a wood start.
First you could maybe introduce the players.
Why me? You can also do it.
Okay, I can introduce the players. Here on the top right corner of the map we have Mongobillione in the color green playing France, while on the opposite corner of the map it's Kylie the Great playing in the color pink as Dutch. And yeah, it is indeed a wood start, which is gonna favor... Who do you think it's gonna favor in this matchup?
I think it's favor French.
Yeah, he's gonna get a trading post directly off this 200 wood, and Lucky Boy gonna get 85 wood directly next to his TP. I would have liked him to maybe crack shot one of these guys, but
he took a 55 coin, but it's also pretty decent. So I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he will take it after. I don't think that Kylie is going so fast forward, and we can see there his explorer, he's first starting around his base because yeah, he's playing Dutch, so he wants to make sure that he scouts there. So can you go in his base here for 1 second?
So
the hunts are not really fair. He missed here the hunt on bottom. What's this hunt then?
I feel like this hunt is not... It's not
her.
Oh no, he already heard it one, that's why. He already heard it one.
Okay.
Like this is a starting hunt, and he already heard it this one hunt, and that's this one. And then this one is the same as this one, so I think we're good. Wait, Mongobillione also did heard one. Where did he get this one from then?
From behind his base or from the front of his base?
So it's kind of 3 hunts against 2, but this one is a bit closer maybe. Can probably be heard it here. What do you think? Should we rehouse this? Can maybe ask the players or?
No, I think it's fine, honestly. I'm also not sure. You have a PR40, you decide.
I feel like this hunt is close enough that it makes up for the other hunt. Like it can be brought around here, so I think it's alright. If he hears it, fine. I think he should not miss any hunts. So yeah, he did pick the 85 wood here and got the house out of it. He just chopped in 15 wood, and with the 85 wood that's 100 wood for the house. And now he's gonna eat a yak and try to age up 13, I think. Which I kind of like. When you don't need to chop for your house, I mean when you chop only 15 wood, it means you can age up quite fast. And now the last CDB is popping, and he got like 720 food when the last CDB was popping, so he can just age, and that's quite fine.
By the way guys, if there's a problem with the sound because we are outside, please let us know if there's some sound was a little bit annoying. If
there's background noise, it's just let us know, because yeah, we're not inside. So there's also a 50 wood treasure here, 90 wood here.
Nice.
What did Kylie the Great get meanwhile? Not so much, right? He got 50 coin overall, while Mongobillione got 50 coin, 30 food, and 85 wood.
Kylie is trying to kill now the native scout, but yeah, he ran away.
Oh wow, he's waiting for his crack shot actually, but it's quite low HP, and well, okay, no, oh, it was only a 40 food. Okay, well, not a very big deal anyway. It's a small treasure. All right, well, that's a pretty good start for France. He got this treasure, he got the TP. Dutch just was floating 100 wood because he couldn't do anything with it. Well, actually, there's something we should mention here. He didn't go for a bank.
No, he didn't go, and he have the last wood on the floor. So maybe we see some interesting shot.
No, he gathered the 100 wood from the age 1, and now he's got the 400 wood age up. But yeah, we do have a dock here for Mongobillione, so he's going really greedy there. So that's 2 ducks already here for Mongobillione. That's really quite greedy.
Yeah, this is really greedy because he was a Dutch, and Dutch can also go pretty greedy. He didn't ship anything in H1. Did you mention this?
Oh wait, no, I actually just saw that. Wow, that's really strange. So he didn't make a bank, he didn't ship 3 villagers, and now he gets 700 wood. He made a bank out of the 400 wood age up, and dropping more banks out of this 700 wood. But it's still gonna be 3 villagers behind. Like if you anyway drop 5 banks and make your whole boom, you're still 3 villas behind because you didn't ship the 3 villager card. So I'm not sure it's that great. We will see how it goes. Looks like quite a slow and painful start for Dutch. Not sure why you would skip these.
What do you think about the bank wagon now?
Huh. Why not, I guess. Could have been 600 wood, but that's fine as well. Meanwhile, there's a racks up for France. That's kind of unexpected against Dutch. Usually you would see a stable for France.
But does he have a water deck?
Yeah, we should check decks. That's true. He has a couple water upgrades, but no, he doesn't have caravels, for example. I'm not sure why you wouldn't go with without any warships in deck. You could cut this cav attack card, which is not the greatest in 1v1. Because I feel like 2 caravels are always interesting, especially in a small water map like this, where the caravels can also shoot at the land units.
Oh, Kylie is hunting behind Mongobillione's Explorer right now. Oh, wow, so many mercs.
There's so many mercs in deck. Your Mongobillione Explorer died, and now Kaiserklein definitely noticed the docks. But there's not much going on at this point. Another bank going down for Dutch.
Yeah, he's then on 5 banks, I think.
Yeah, and a stable of the 600 wood, and now 4 settlers. So that's kind of like, now he has 1 more villagers than he usually would, because he spends the 3 villager card into 4 villagers. But it took so long for these 4 villagers to come, you know. It's like, well, if you compare to the 3 CDBs, it's around 5 minutes, where he delayed his villager shipment for only 1 more vill. I feel like it's not worth it, because in these 5 minutes, the 3 vills would have gathered so many resources that it would make everything just much faster for Dutch. And now you see that France is already aged up, and Dutch is gonna age only now, because, well, yeah, when you skip your 3 vills, you definitely lose a lot of resources. So
And Mongobillione is H3,
yeah.
did you...
I just say that, yeah.
Nice. He got his Explorer back, but...
It's gonna die again.
Yeah, he will lose it again.
When Kylie's upgrade gets H3, his Explorer will be upgraded again, and he will kill the green Explorer for sure.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal though, I mean, it's just Explorers, right? And there's not so much else going on.
Yeah, there's just the barracks going up, and Mongobillione was happy water booming with 15 boats already. Does he upgraded them? Yeah.
He has the tier 1 fishing boats upgrade. Mongobillione actually didn't make any units, and he maybe expected Kylie's upgrade to go a little bit more aggressive. Maybe that's why he dropped the racks and didn't go for stagecoach. Or maybe he's just happy to have his fish boom and doesn't want to overcommit to booming with a stagecoach as well. He did go 700 wood first, by the way, which is kind of classic when you want a water boom.
1k wood now.
1k wood is really greedy. But at the same time, he just I mean, Dutch just aged after him, so I think he can totally afford 1k wood first. He can probably scout and see that there's no dock. Like, I wonder if this guy is not scouting the shore actually, or maybe it's just a passing. I think it's just a passing of the boats.
Yeah, it's where he set his rally point and they're just going there because he wants to go with 4 fishing boats on the way directly. That yeah, he don't send more boats there, I guess.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get the whale. That's true. And there's actually, I think, 5 ways on this map. So that's quite a lot for such a small water. Alright,
Both are going also. Dutch is also going for 1k wood.
Yeah, 1k wood on both sides and scum gun on both sides. It's just very, very standard some IFF stuff. And usually you see friends not going for 1k wood against Dutch. You would see them going a bit more aggressive and not shipping this card. But I think it's because with the water eco he can totally take his time, basically.
And Kylie wanted to drop a TC directly next to the TP, but he was afraid that Mongobillione then see it because it would have been in line of sight of the TP line. So he decided to drop it there now.
Yeah, that's not the greatest TC spot, I guess. I think here would have been more strategical.
So, but there is Mongobillione coming now with some goons.
Yeah, he did ship a military card while Kailis the Great was just shipping his 1k wood and he aged up later. Maybe you're gonna get 8 scums soon, would help, but anyway, Mongobillione is going back. Maybe made a bit too many goons. Usually you don't want to make too many goons against Dutch early on because you know they don't have hand calf shipment. I mean, they have 4 calf, but they are not even in his deck, and he's probably not gonna ship hackapels directly. So you probably don't need to make so many goons and ship 5. Usually you would maybe ship 8 skirms and make a bit more skirms and then poke. And if he had like a good 20 skirms here, he could actually be pressuring these villagers instead of having these useless dragoons.
I think Mongobillione decided to go H4 now.
Oh wow, yeah, looks like he's stacking quite a lot of resources. I guess that's alright. I mean, oh, it is alright, but I don't know why you would ship the 3 queers then.
Well, you have 2 TPs. Is there a stagecoach?
Not yet.
So yeah, he can afford this. I mean, he gets so fast XP now.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go H4, there's so much good. What? He doesn't have factories?
Why would you go H4 then? And no heavy cannons.
No, I'm totally confused, honestly. Like, this card is really not good in 1v1, especially on EP. This card is fine actually. 10 CDBs is kind of equivalent to a factory. But this is just useless, and I don't know, like for example he could cut 4 goons and cut this card and have 2 factories, and then his industrial age up would be much more interesting. Yeah,
because also this card in H4 is nerfed for friends.
Yep, and even in 1v1, even on RE, it's not a very interesting card. I don't know, if Dutch also gets H4 and he ships the 2 factories, it's just gonna be probably ahead in eco. The second TC for Dutch is also pretty greedy, but it's gonna pay off if Dutch gets the time, and if he's not pressured, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but there was 3 gendarmes from Mongobillione, and I think they killed the villager there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, they did. So now Mongobillione aged up. Kaiser Great is not reacting right now. He's just... Is he gonna push maybe?
Well, he also stacking a lot of resources.
Yeah, it could be that he's trying to go H4, but he doesn't have enough wheels on foot for that.
I think it looks like Mongobillione is planning on pushing this TC there on the side.
Yeah, but it's kind of early to push when you just H2 industrial. Like, if if Kylie the Great was actually...
There's a Wolverine. Wait, from where comes it? It's from
Yeah,
Kylie?
I showed it already. It's here. It says he made a call from his artillery foundry. I think he was afraid of artillery. Of the Black Raiders. That's kind of like, I don't know. Raiders are good enough. You don't really need Black Raiders. They're not better than regular units. So it's kind of sad to spend a shipment into this at this point, when you could instead be shipping an upgrade or even the 9 Raiders card maybe. Oh, he's gonna get totally out of position. He's not reacting right now. I think this is pretty much game over, honestly. I mean, we need to see how this fight goes, but it's starting really poorly for Kelly the Great right now. He's not removing his stuff. He's staying in the queues, and I think he's just gonna get totally cleaned up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy.
Looks not really great for Kylie the Great.
And meanwhile, he was even.
But he makes some cannons. They arrived a little bit late.
Way too late.
Yeah,
these cannons could have done quite a lot, but now it's just too late, and they're gonna die. And meanwhile, Mongobillione was shipping 10 CDBs, so he's got a really good eco right now.
Yeah, he can outmass easily Dutch now.
Yeah.
With this insane eco.
Look at the scores. I mean, France is 100 score ahead. And now he's just gonna decide to right click this town center.
Good town center. But it takes with these units really long to siege it down.
Yeah, even H4 dragons are not very good at sieging. But it's still gonna go down. And the Hackapos are not gonna do anything against H4 dragons. Oh, Colonial Hussars against H4 guns. This is gonna be sad for Dutch right now.
He is trying to make something happen with this Huss on the CDBs.
Yeah. But they died just so quickly.
Yeah.
They killed 1 CDB and he lost 5 Huss, which is definitely not worth it. Oh, but the Hackap is actually doing kind of fine. Somehow the goons died.
Yeah,
he's gonna clean up.
Pop.
He's gonna clean up. There's even more scums coming, but it doesn't matter so much. Well, he's gonna lose more skirmishers here. But at the end of the day, yes, there's more goons coming in, and these goons are enough to kill everything from Dutch, all the Dutch army at this point. He's going back. He's playing it safe. But it's still game over. I mean, there's still 100 score difference. Mongobillione shipping right in school.
Yeah, and he even gets arsenal upgrade for his goons now.
Yeah, but he ships a queer card, and he's not.
And he's making the church upgrade to train them faster. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow, GG.
This was kind of an Oroch 10 game, honestly. Like, first units at 8, and then 9 minutes, you know. No factories, yeah.
Yeah, and we see there was only one big fight and then another small fight, so the problem was just from Kylie that his skirms was out of position and just running inside the couriers.
Yeah, but I think it was already not looking good for Dutch. Even if he didn't make this mistake to run his skirmishers inside of the queues, he had barely more units and he was 1 H behind. So I think it was pretty good for France. I don't think Dutch could even do any kind of significant damage there. And yeah, France just constantly ahead in eco. Not one time where Dutch was ahead. So
yeah, with the water boom behind.
Yeah. Alright, let's go out, I think.
So, let's move on directly to game 2.
Indeed.
So it's Mongobillione who needs to pick first.
And we do have indeed Kanchako. So that's 1-0 for Mongobillione. He had a solid boom, but not so much happened in this game, to be perfectly honest. It was mostly a solid boom from Mongobillione, and Kaiserklein did a weird build order and didn't do so much to punish the French water boom. And yeah, we will see if Kylie can maybe this time punish a bit more the ports of Mongobillione, because in this matchup again it's kind of up to Brits to pressure, just like it should have been up to Dutch to do some damage when France was going water boom. Here it's gonna be up to British to apply some pressure to Portuguese before they can spam these 3 villager batches from the 3 town centers.
Yeah, so we need to update the scores.
Indeed. And wait for the recorded game.
Yeah, to get recorded.
Yes. Alright. This is a bug here, and this units in queue, and you can talk about the players right now.
Yeah, and we have here Kylie the Great. In the color pink, he's playing Brits versus Mongobillione on the other side of the map. In the color green, and he's playing Portuguese.
Indeed.
And the map is Gran Chaco. We have there 2, 3 ponds, sometimes 4 ponds.
No, there's only 2 ponds actually, one here and one there.
Doesn't it spawn sometimes with 4 ponds without nuts?
In
or
2v2,
something?
yeah, but not in 1v1.
I played too much team.
Or maybe not in 2v2, in 3v3, I'm not sure, but in 1v1 it's always 2 ponds, yeah.
And we have there around the pond always like 4 llamas, I believe.
Yeah, 2 batches of 2 llamas on each pond. So you kind of need to send your explorer directly to get the llamas, unless you find a really decent treasure you want to pick. Mongobillione got 100 XP, which is quite nice on an OTP map. He's already got his first shipment. Sadly, it doesn't matter so much for Portuguese because they don't have a real Age 1 shipment. But still, later on, it's gonna help him. And 100 coin now.
Yeah, and he's really good microing this treasure here. Oh, it resets. This was, I'm pretty sure, because of the coin mine, honestly.
Yeah, whenever these guys hit something, if they hit the coin mine or hit a tree or hit a cliff, they're gonna turn back to attack you even if you're out of range. So you need to take care that you're not microing next to a coin mine, for example. But he did a good job after that.
Yeah.
He didn't lose any HP, I think. Meanwhile, Kaiser Great getting the 40 coin.
Yeah, but Kylie the Great have already 4 of the llamas.
Yeah, but this is really behind in treasures. 100 XP and 100 coin for Mongobillione, and essentially almost nothing for Kaiser Great at this point. Also, he's working on another 40 coin. That's not great. But he has 4 llamas, like you pointed out. Still 4 llamas on the other pond here to be claimed.
It's funny that both players always scouted one half of the map, and both it's the same half what they scouted.
Yep, they both went on the same side. 70 wood up there, pretty nice treasure, 100 XP, and I think that's pretty much all the treasures. I mean, there's this big coin treasure, but it's not really easy to pick. Now the boss gonna head up to the right side of the map. Maybe we can have a look at the shipment send. I think it's gonna be anyways a classic. It's next. 3 villages for Brits, and no shipment for ports, which is quite standard in fact, especially on an OTP map, because you don't get so much XP, so you wanna keep your shipments for colonial usually. Let's check the Portuguese deck. Oh wow, that's why does he have ATP? It's an OTP map. I mean, there's nuts, but it's not worth sending ATP for 2 nuts.
Okay, Mongobillione is a Nourish 10, Nourish 20 player. It's his favorite game, what I would say. I hope I'm not wrong with this. So we see there's a lot of late game inside, and we saw already in the game before that he was going for fast industrial. So I'm curious, is he going again for fast industrial or fast fortress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at his deck, it looks like he got a really late game plan indeed. And what about the British decks? And needs to load. That's also a little bit late game. I mean, he got a lot of upgrades. Adam and even the wood upgrade in H1, but not as late game as Portuguese deck. I hope you guys don't have too much background noises. Some neighbor is doing something, drilling or. No, it is to stop his motorbike.
So, and he's going for a turtle, I believe in this, because he dropped his other TC directly there next to the starting TC.
Yeah, that's pretty defensive, especially on a map like Grand Chaco, where you don't have a ton of resources in base. You can see there's only one coin mine and a couple hunts. He did a good job at herding everything between his two TCs. And he can still herd this one hand probably close to his town center, but then he's gonna be out of food at some point.
So what is Kylie doing? He's dropping a stable.
Yep, stable start for Brits. 700 coin first for Mongobillione, so he's going FF most likely since he has no building and he's shipping coin. Just gonna try to age as soon as possible, basically.
Also, stable is going down for Mongobillione.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be for later on. He's not gonna make any units in Colonia, I believe. Is he getting steel traps right now? Or, I don't know, I saw his coin drop, but maybe it was just me. Probably not. Oh, 700 food now? I mean, he's already H3 basically. He got the resources to age up. I don't think he needs 700 food. I don't know why he wouldn't go for 700 woods and to get more stuff up and market upgrades and houses. I'm not sure why you would need 700 food right here, but well, we will see. Maybe that's the reason. He's edging up pretty quickly for to Fortress, that's for sure. And we do have 5 hussars on the field for Kyle, that's great. Not so early, he does have a batch of 5, but well, that's kind of okay. He's gonna kill villager here for sure, at least 1, maybe 2. Oh, he's attacking the explorer sadly. Oh, the TC wagon. He's gonna try to maybe take some HP off this TC, but it's definitely not gonna go down with a couple hussars. But he could get like 2k HP off this town center, because each hussar is sieging 20 multiplied by 4, because the building is not built, but it's only the foundation, so you can get 80 siege damage for each hussar. That's quite a lot of damage at the end of the day, but he decided it's not worth it and he prefers to go raid a bit more, which is respectable. Gonna kill the explorer but losing the remaining hussars for this. Kind of sad to lose your huss there. Brits also doesn't have a huge eco. He didn't ship 5 villagers, he's going to age up right now actually. Went for a kind of fast 5 hussars on my FF and now clicking fortress. Gonna be up at 9:30, I think. Ugh. There's some insects on my computer, sorry guys.
Yeah, why you have a white computer? Okay, Brits is also aging now.
Yes. And probably no 5 wheels. Okay, he's going for 600 wood. Not a fan of this build order. It's quite all in. I mean, he's barely ahead in eco compared to Portuguese, and usually at this time in the game, Brits should be way ahead in eco. He's not really edging up early or something, and he made only 5 hearths. It feels like kind of a sloppy build order where he doesn't get a lot of units out, and he doesn't get a lot of eco, and he doesn't age up really fast. So I don't really see the point of this build order. And without 5 villagers, he's really not gonna get a scary eco. This, in my opinion, playing right into Portuguese hands. 5 rate didn't do so much damage, and behind this a very slow, well, not very slow, but just a standard slow British age up, and not many units on the field for Brits. And it feels just pretty comfortable for Portuguese at this point. He's running goons around the map. We will see how it goes. For the record, Mongobillione doesn't show any intentions of going to H4, at least for the moment. Maybe we'll see 1k gold soon in an age up, but right now it looks like he's staying fortress. He shipped 1k wood. Oh, I was wondering where this wood went, and I think he is getting maybe the good. Okay, he got the good upgrade already. That's how he spent 1k wood. Arsenal and the Goon upgrade is already 550 wood, and then he probably made some houses out of the remaining wood. But at this point it's really a waste of wood, because upgrading like 14 dragoons is not worth it. You better invest your resources into something else, like more units, for example. But it will eventually pay off. If Brits give ports enough time, then this upgrade will pay off when ports makes enough dragoons. Kaiserklein got a handful of veteran longbows and a couple dragoons. Not really so much on the field right now, but it will increase when he gets unit shipment. I would like to see 2 falconets at this point, but he's going for the longbowman. He's gonna have quite a lot of longbows. 30 longbows already. It's actually quite nice. But he might struggle against the 2 organ guns. They're gonna cross the map now, I guess. I'm not sure who would win this fight. I think it's still better for Brits at this point, because the 2 organ guns are not enough to deal with this mass of longbows, and then it's basically only dragoons against longbows left. So I don't know. I feel like Brits is kind of misplaying. He's still got a very underwhelming economic population. Like 38 villagers for Brits at 12 minutes is not so much.
Look at it, he only have 11 mainers.
Yeah, he's almost housed actually. No, never mind, that's Mongobillione. But even Brits is not, like, he doesn't have a lot of eco.
Oh, this drag box, look at it, with the Minuteman in the back and the organ guns.
Yep. Didn't really need to call this Minuteman, but I guess he was being playing it safe. $1k gold, so I guess that's an age up.
Yeah.
And then it makes really a lot of sense to get this upgrade for the dragoons, because if you go H4 and you make Ginetes. Oh, he doesn't have the Ginetes card?
Oh, Kaiser is disappointed from this deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's nerfed, of course. On EP it's only 4 range and not 6 in H4 for your dragoons, but it's still quite a card like you should have in probably every Portuguese deck.
But Ports is aging, by the way, and this mana didn't go up. Oh wow, there's so many longbows.
Yeah, well, I would like Kaiserklein to actually snare maybe with his goons there. He can't keep just shooting because there's more goons for green, and Mongobillione can just micro and run away before he gets really shot by the longbows, and not really enough goons for pink to challenge this mass of green dragoons here, and he's just like losing more dragoons here.
Yeah, he was, I think, trying to go around, but yeah, the longbows are just so slow to come behind.
Yeah, and he's just, Mongobillione is just buying so much time here, like killing maybe another villager. Yeah, killing another villager, just forcing Kaiserklein to run around the map with his slow longbows, running after dragoons to falconet shipment, and I don't know, meanwhile Mongobillione is just edging up, and he does have the heavy cannons at least, so he can just get heavies and be totally fine, I think. 2 heavies and 2 organ guns are gonna deal with the falconets very easily, and then the longbows are also gonna die, and there's not really enough dragoons to kill the artillery.
Mongobillione is stacking 2k food right now.
And he edged up with 2 more organ guns. So he's gonna have a lot of artillery.
Oh, look at this.
Oh!
One drop, and maybe he can catch the other.
Where are the other organ guns here? Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to rescue them, but he lost.
He lost both organ guns here.
Minutemen are also coming.
That's kind of a big deal, yeah. These organ guns are very valuable against this mass of infantry, and just lost 2 of them for essentially nothing. Yeoman card coming in, so longbows have more range now. Oh, again not recovering his organ guns.
No, sadly not.
He's gonna get some value out of them, like...
Yeah, but these longbows, they should shoot at the goons and not sieging. I mean, longbows are not the greatest siege.
Yeah. But anyway, heavy cannons should still do fine, even if he lost his 4 organ guns for not much. He should be alright by just shipping the heavies.
Oh, look at this TC
placement. Look at
placement.
this volley we're gonna get. Oh, this was not so great, but well, was
They're
still...
locked.
Yeah, maybe they're still gonna shoot. Oh yeah, this is pretty huge.
Yeah, longbows die
And
so
the falconets, oh, the falconets just dying here. Oh man. That's pretty much GG again, I think. The scores are already very one-sided, and the army of Mongobillione is just much better. And look at these volleys. I mean, heavy cannons are gonna tank forever against dragoons. Like, dragons are supposed to counter artillery, to slightly counter artillery, but heavy cannons are just so tanky. He finally got 1, but he lost almost every single dragoon in the process. And there's only a few longbows left. So that's definitely a hold for Mongobillione. He's holding this push quite easily, even after wasting organ guns, and now he's shipping a factory. So I think it's pretty much game over. I mean, look at the eco population, and now 1 factory gonna go up. Now we can check in a few seconds. It's gonna be quite one-sided. 86 to 49. I don't know what Brits can do at this point to come back.
I don't think they can do much.
He's making heavy cannons as well, so it's gonna be even harder for Brits to deal with the Portuguese army.
I like the idea that he's making heavy cannons from his factory, because he has so many resources and he has 77 villagers. What is really so much.
Brits dropped the TC here for some map control, but I don't think it's gonna survive a lot.
Jägers are coming somewhere.
Yep. Could have popped them here maybe. Would have been more helpful. Because right now he wasted all his dragoons and didn't even kill the heavy cannon. So it's gonna slowly kill this TC, and it's not so slow actually. Got, I mean, 400 siege attack, and just so strong against infantry. Like, even this low HP heavy cannon is still a challenge for Jaegers, because they need to come in range and then get a volley to kill it. and meanwhile they get shot at least one time, and there's gonna be a couple Jaegers dying to this heavy cannon, so it's still quite scary. Still quite a scary heavy cannon, and soon another one is gonna pop. Anytime I think another heavy cannon is gonna come out of this factory. Oh, that's a decent pick for pink at least. Gonna kill one heavy, one low HP heavy cannon.
That are so many goons.
Yeah, and he's getting the H4 card upgrade. Sorry.
Yeah, and the another factory popped, and hopefully making more heavy cannons. I like heavy cannons just so much. They're so great.
He's gonna switch soon when he realizes it. Yeah, he's on heavies now. Still a bit sad. I mean, when you go pure goon, it would be pretty good to have the Genet's upgrade. You could remove 8 goons or whatever, you know. There's a couple cards you could remove from this deck, like ATP, and have the Genet's upgrade to get your 18 range on them instead of the current 14 range. But still, he can also ship the H3 goon card now.
And there's a GG from Kylie the Great. This is a 2-0 for Mongobillione.
Indeed. So he wins the best of 3 and moves on to maybe nothing. We need to see what other matches he wins.
Well, he is in the placement, so he is going to play someone else. I'm not sure if he already did.
It's a group stage, so he needs to play more players, and depending on how many people he can beat in his group, he will move on to the main brackets or not. Maybe actually Kaiserklein is gonna go to the main brackets, depending on if he can beat enough players, also other players. We will see. Anyway,
let's have a quick look, because we have after this Human versus
Perez, yeah.
Perez.
Well, I mean, it just was again kind of one-sided. Kaiserklein was quite passive again and just got outboomed again, and you can see that Portuguese just got so much more eco, which is wrong, because like right here on this window here it should be British, getting much more villagers, like around 40 views or 50 views before 10 minutes, and just outbooming ports, and then there should be a window where Brits can push or age up and then push. But here he was just like really not booming very quickly, like way too early behind in eco compared to ports. You can't have only 30 views at this point with Brits, and making only 5 cav, losing them. Yeah, ports way well, here he was idled, but ports way too early, outbooming Brits. And then here ports did lose a few guns and organ guns, but as soon as the heavy cannons came in, it was like just impossible for Brits to do anything. Yep. Alright. GG out.
GG out, and we're moving on to next series.